What's going on, fam? This your main man, KC4L Wrestling Takes. We just got done with WrestleMania Night 1. Was it a bang? Did they come through? Did they go out and give it they all? And was the crowd great? We're going to talk about it all. But before we begin there, I want to give a quick review about what I thought about Stand and Deliver. I'm going to be 100% unbiased in everything concerning Shawn Michaels' brand. WWE NXT Stand and Deliver live at the Wells Fargo Center. From the matches I've seen, because I did not watch these two matches, so I can't judge these two matches. Joe Gacy finally got a victory. Every time I see this clown, he just be losing all the time. So I'm glad that he actually got that victory. Now, this right here, obviously Shawn Michaels don't want them to lose the championship, even though Braun Breaker's already on the main roster. But he just want to keep these two with the championships for the time being. Nathan Frazier asked him, obviously there's a meme going around or a gif with Braun Breaker flying in and doing something going extremely quick. That's all everybody was talking about. Now this is when I came in. Oba Fenty versus Josh Briggs versus Dijak. I said Dijak was going to get his victory. Dijak had this match won. Josh Briggs was in there trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. But he took all day. Dijak took all day. Oba Femi, young man, has potential out of this world. My man was bucking them eyes like he always do and got the victory. Dijak had this match won, but he took all day long. He took all day. Oba Femi, young man, went to Stand and Deliver, and he walked out as the North American champion. Then we got the ladies, Thea Hill, Fallon Henley, and Kiana Jordan versus JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dane. And I'm going to be 100% with you. This was all about these three ladies right here. Because Fallon and Keilani are up next. Thea Hill needed this. She been losing left and right. Just losing over and over and over and over. But she got the victory. I believe she made Izzy Dane tap. I think if I don't remember if it was Kiana James. I know it wasn't Jason James. I can tell you that. It was either Kiana James or Izzy Dane that she had made tap. And I said it's about freaking time. But right after that matchup, The Rock's daughter, Ava Johnson, announced that NXT is introducing a female North American champion. So there is a huge possibility that all of them will be beefing over that. And I know a lot of people be crying that all these wrestling companies have way too many championships. Well, guess what? They did have the NXT tag team, women's tag team titles. They got destroyed when they came up to the main roster, and they done nothing with them since. So they had to replace it. So I'm right now up in the air on how it's going to be put on or whoever's going to win it, because more than likely it's going to be a tournament. That's pretty much where, ladies and gentlemen, it may not be the best thing for wrestling today, but pro wrestling today is all about tournaments. It don't matter if it's WWE, NXT, AEW, TNA. It don't matter. Tournaments seem to be the number one thing that all bookers go to. I don't know why, but that's just the thing. So guarantee whoever's going to be crowned the new female North American champion, women's North American champion, guarantee is going to be a doggone tournament. That's just how it is. That's the name of the game. Roxanne Perez, I had a feeling. I said based on how the booking was, Lyra had a solid run. Becky put her over. She won the championship ever since last year. And Roxanne basically turned heel. Now, I'm going to be 100% with you. Roxanne is this heel personified, as this heel character. For some reason, I don't know. It's just not connected with me. Roxanne is the baby face guy. I know that she wanted to change because they said, oh, well, in order to change the character, you got to do this, you got to do that. So she's supposed to be this devious, messed up woman. And she was going to do whatever it takes to win the NXT Women's Championship. Well, Lyra's road dog, I forgot the young lady's name, came out of nowhere and basically cost her without doing so. It was a distraction, and Roxanne used that to her advantage, and she beat her. Now she is the new NXT Women's Champion. Great. Ilya Dragunov and Tony D'Angelo. This was about a mobster versus a dude from Germany or wherever country he's from. And Tony D, I said this. I was like, you know what? Since this is not the main event, I don't think Tony D is winning. Sure enough, Tony D went in, gave it his all. Dragunov gave this young man one of the best matches he ever had. That's just how it is. Listen, I'm going to be 100% with you. I am not the biggest Dragunov guy, but the young man is great in the ring. The one thing I can respect about Dragunov, he's a very good wrestler. He is a very good wrestler, and it seems like whoever he gets in the ring with, he going to bring the best out of him. It don't matter who it is. And Tony D went in there, did what he could. He had a squad out there, all the gangsters. I forgot the young lady's name. His brother, everybody was out there. And none of that worked. Dragunov beat him. And just like pro wrestling is today, it's not the Renaissance era. It's the mutual respect era. Because right after the match, Dragunov extended his hand. He shook Tony D's hand. That's how that went on. From what most people was tuning in to this show to see, the brothers go at it. Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams. Everybody wanted to hear the crowd's reaction when Trick Williams came out to the song Whoop That Trick. Ladies and gentlemen, that beat go in, I'm telling you right now. Man, look. After Carmelo came out there with the doggone Black Panther get up, he had, what's the character that Michael B. Jordan played? That's who he was. He had a mixture of T'Challa's outfit, but it was a duo like just like how Michael B. Jordan's character was. I forgot the dude's name, but that's what he was dressed up like. And they kept mentioning that this is history in the making. The second time two black wrestlers are main event in the pro wrestling pay-per-view PLE. Yes, second time. They went out there. They did what they was able to do. Trick came out there with the Philly robe on and 16,000 plus strong. Went hard in the paint. Talk about whoop that Trick. That crowd went crazy. And you can see Carmelo looking like he wanted to dance, but he know he can't because he a doggone heel. So they went at it. They tore each other up, beat the snot out of each other. And Trick Williams got the victory. Carmelo did the job. He put him over. And more than likely, I know this ain't over. It's not. But that's that. And I'm going to be 100% with you from what I saw. This is just me. I thought Shawn Michaels and company did a very good job. This is by far the best pay-per-view I've seen in the Shawn Michaels era. I don't really be watching NXT like that. I don't, but I knew I was going to watch this, and I told you I was going to give a thorough review about it. 8 out of 10 for me. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all thought it was weak, but I thought everybody did a solid job for my take. Now, let's get ready to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second because I want to go to it. Give me 1 second. WrestleMania. Let me find it. Where in the world is it? Where's the whole WrestleMania? Hold on, where is it at? WrestleMania 40 live results. Alright, all the matches, everything. So before we get started, let me go ahead and play it. Now it's going to be kind of loud, so forgive me for this right quick. Forgive me.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
And shut your mouth. If you smell what the Rock and Roman is cooking. Let's go ahead and get started with this doggone review for WrestleMania 40 Night 1. Live from Philly in the cold. Man, let me tell y'all something, man. I walked away. I thoroughly enjoyed majority of what I seen. Some of the stuff what I seen wasn't like how it was last year on night one. For the last 3 years before this, night one is what carried WrestleMania. But for me on this night, there were only 4 matches that stood out. Obviously, the main event. When I get there, I'll talk about it. But I'm gonna give Becky huge props for what she was able to do while being sick. The girl had a 106 fever and strep throat. She came to work. I got to give her nothing but props. Was it better than Charlotte and Rhea? Nope. But now I understand why. She was working sick. And even with her working sick, you would have never known she was sick. But they put that out there because I thought I heard something about it. Like, I think a couple of days ago, they said she wasn't really feeling too well. She went out there. She came to work. She put Rhea over. That was the name of the game. Both of the girls look beautiful. Rhea looked like she got a hairpiece on because ain't nowhere in the world her hair grew back that quick. But like I said, solid opener. It was not better than last year's match between Charlotte and Rhea. One thing I guarantee you, because they did show a video. Charlotte was backstage, and as soon as she came back there, she gave her a big old hug because she already knew. Girl, me and you cooked last year. Whatever you and Becky did out there, it was great and all, but it ain't on our level. And she right. I'm telling you right now, what Charlotte and Rhea did last year can't even touch. I mean, what this match that happened can't even touch what happened last year. I mean, it was good. I'm not disrespecting neither one of them because what Rhea and Becky was able to do, even with her being sick, it was a solid match. They told a good story. That, it was the whole Becky trying to get back to where she was. She's been down in the dumps for so long. She's been putting everybody over, and she's trying to get back to where she needs to be. It did not come to pass, ladies and gentlemen. It didn't. Rhea Ripley is still your WWE Women's World Heavyweight Champion. Good open. Then we get to the tag team matchup, the tag team ladder match. I didn't care about this matchup, but I'm going to be 100% with you. It was very entertaining. Now, there was some spots in here that didn't make no type of sense. You had New Day, 8-Time Down Under, that's what they call themselves, Awesome Truth, DIY, New Czech Republic, and Judgment Day. So all the chaos with everybody and mama in there just trying to do all this crazy stuff and all this junk. They had the titles separated. Normally, if it's a ladder match, they put all the titles on one thing or whatever. I don't even know the name of the thing, but it's the thing where the titles are hanging from. They had them separated, so they were telling you before the match that we're getting ready to separate the championships. That's basically what happened. And I told you in my predictions on what was going to happen. I told you that 8-Town Down Under was going to win the SmackDown titles, and Awesome Truth was going to win the Raw one. Now, the way how they did it, 8-Town Down Under won early. So I'm thinking, okay, they pulled the SmackDown tag team titles down. Okay, I'm assuming they gone, but no, they stayed right there because they was like, all right, we're going to try to win the Raw one. And there was a spot where Damian Priest and Miz was on the ladder because the ladder was jacked up. The ladder was done. And I saw Jessica, she was trying to get Damian Priest's attention. Like, y'all, the ladder, it's not safe because that ladder is broke. It's broke. If y'all try, y'all both gonna come falling down. It's gonna be a nasty injury. So what they did was Damian Priest and Miz basically flopped themselves off the ladder, so they had to waste time going to get another ladder. It was just crazy. It was messed up. But with all said and done, everybody and their grandma know R-Truth. Y'all know how much I get on his case for buck dancing. 8 years ago, R-Truth ran down at, I don't know if it was WrestleMania or Royal Rumble or whatever. He ran down there. This ain't even that type of matchup. And he put a ladder up there. I'm like, bro, what is you doing? Well, finally, he got the job done. He got his moment. He took his sweet time. I'm like, man, hurry up and get up there and get them doggone titles, man. What are you doing? Get them ladders. Get them titles and let's get it on. He got them. It finally happened. Him and Miz are the new Raw Tag Team Champs. They finally separate the titles. It makes the most sense because now cats aren't just wrestling just to be wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. They aren't. So both winners winning the tag team titles was the right call. 8-time Down Under, as much as I don't care nothing about them, rightfully deserve those SmackDown tag team titles. And also Truth got the doggone Raw tag team titles. Great. Then we get to Rey and Andrade versus Dominique and Santos. Now, I'm sitting up and saying to myself, ain't nowhere in the world Dominique is going to lose 2 years in a row to his father. Especially with Carlito doing what he did. The finish to this matchup is not exactly what I was expecting. You had everybody that's a part of everybody's group out there, from Zelina Vega to the former cast that used to be with Esteban, to Angel Garza and Humberto and the other young lady that's with them. And all of these clowns are out there. Out of nowhere, two big bohemian random clowns with Luchador Eagle WrestleMania masks on came out of nowhere, basically to help Rey and Andrade win the match. I'm like, who in the world is that? Then I started to think. I said, wait a minute. I said, hey, I think that's Travis Kelce and Lane Johnson. Yep, sure enough. That's exactly who it was. So if anybody going to be upset, Dom and Santos can blame Lane Johnson and retired former NFL player Travis Kelce for the foolishness that happened out there. Because like I said, that was not on my bingo card. That was not what I was expecting. So that was a surprise right there. So everybody that had them down that's showing up, kudos to y'all, because I sure didn't see them coming out there. But it is what it is. Then we get to this matchup. Now, this was the matchup where I said there was a no-win situation because of who was involved. Yet, this was thrown together for what? Oh, hold up. Let me, because I'm jumping the gun right quick. The brothers, the Uso brothers. Now, they was giving video packages of all the beef that was going on. By far, this was the best video package out of all night outside of the main event. This was one of the best video packages they gave, giving an explanation about the Uso twins and their upbringing and where they came from and how they were in the room together and how they grew up together. And then, boom, they showed exactly why Jimmy turned on them. So, with me seeing all the baby faces winning, I was like, man, I don't know if Jay winning now. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like, okay, baby faces have dominated the show. They have dominated. Just like last year, they dominated night one. Jay came out, Lil Wayne slung him out, Jimmy came out, and they got it on. Now, I've seen so many people online complaining, talk about, man, all this is a super kick fest and all this stuff. I wasn't even concerning myself with that. My focus was the storytelling that they are going to tell, because this is an emotional roller coaster. We got two twin. This ain't just any kind of brothers. These are twin brothers. They think alike. They feel the same stuff. The raw emotion. So throughout this whole matchup, Jimmy was getting the upper hand. He was beating the brakes off of Jay. Kept talking about, little brother, I got you. I'm finna beat the snot out of you, right? Then Jay said I had enough, so he started beating the snot out of him. And when he started beating the brakes off of him, then Jimmy was like, hold up, man. Look, I'm good. And I already knew that was a setup. I knew that was a setup. Because he know that Jay can get twisted like that with the he can pull that emotional card on him real fast, and he know it's gonna trigger with him. And sure enough, right there, he used that to his advantage to try to get the upper hand on him. And he did the jump, he did the Uso splash, and it didn't work. So then Jay turned around, got the job done, Sweet Chin Music did the jump, and he rolled his brother up, got the victory, 1, 2, 3. My favorite part about this was the psychology that was going on in two. Because what made, at the time, I said that this was my favorite match out the whole night, because for me, when I'm watching wrestling matches, I'm looking for story. That's the number one goal. It's not just the wrestling that's going on, it's the story that you're telling. And I knew the fact that these two they are students of the game. They've been hanging out with Paul Heyman, they've been hanging out with Roman Reigns, hanging out with The Rock. They are students of the game. And what they were able to accomplish out there, I know a lot of people wanted Jimmy to win, but Jay got the upper hand. Now I can guarantee you, this ain't nowhere near over. They will run this back. I don't know when they're gonna run it back, but I guarantee you they will run it back. But overall, from to this point on, I said I enjoyed everything about it. I've seen people online hating on it, crying, talking all this foolishness or whatever, but I thoroughly enjoyed it because, like I said, the match told a story. That's what I'm always looking for. They told an epic story, the raw emotion. This is why I wish Rikishi was a part of it, because it really would have drew that more and more raw emotion from both of them, because their father would have had to pin or would have to put his hand down for one of them. And you know somebody would have been feeling some kind of way. It just would have added so much more to it. Then we get to this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Jade Cargill, Bianca Naomi versus Damaged Goods. And with them talking about Bianca getting together with Naomi and getting together with Jade and talk about how Damage Control was running things and controlling everything and all this stuff. And I was sitting up and saying, like, man, look it, man. This was all about, let's get Jade to the spot, because we know Jade is going to be the one to lay out one of the girls. And sure enough, it was Dakota Kai that got laid out. She got pinned. Best thing about this whole match was all 6 women looked great in their outfits, and their interests was great. That was pretty much was the best part about this whole matchup. They did what they were able to do. Obviously, you know, Bianca, Naomi, Asuka, and Kyrie was going to be the heavy load, because obviously, you know, Dakota Kai is coming from injury, and Jade Cargill just trying to get her feet wet. She's trying to learn the WWE ways. That's what they call her. And the crowd kind of, if you want to say somewhat, they kind of died down from the no yeet stuff from the other match. And when Jade got up in there, that's when they kind of started making the noise or whatever. And like I said, Jade, she did her, I forgot the name of her power slam that she did. It was the same exact move she did when she was in AEW. She did the move. She did it on Dakota Kai, and they win. So obviously they're going to keep the 3 together for the time being. I don't know what Triple H is planning. I don't know. But it was okay. It was all right. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't have that connection, because Triple H just threw this together, and that's what he does. A lot of times when it's we in the picture, this is the type of foolishness we do, unless we shucking and jiving like R-Truth. But, you know, that's all I'm going to say. Then we get to this matchup right here. Sami Zayn versus Gunther. Now, this was a lot of people's favorite match until we got here. But this was a lot of people's favorite match. Was it my favorite match of the night? It was, for me, I'm going to say it was third. For me, this is the third best match on the show. Because, one, they started in the back. Sammy was backstage. His family came up there. And he was trying to play this underdog storyline about, you know, I'm nervous. I don't know if I could do it. He said, I don't want my son to be out here. He told his wife, you know, take him to the back. And, you know, I'm going to do everything in my power. Then he walked, and then Chad Gable came up. The guy who should have been in this spot. But he took a back seat. But before he took a back seat, he told that man, you owe me. So, ladies and gentlemen, Triple H is going to build a storyline that's going to lead, more than likely, I think this is going to go into SummerSlam. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. Now, the question is, who's going to be heel and who's going to be face? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But they showed the whole... Okay, so a couple weeks ago on Raw, they were showing Sami Zayn walking to the back, and the camera had caught all the angles, and a lot of people was going off about how this is a great move, that this is the camera cut scene. It makes it feel like you want to follow along with where Sammy's going. They did the whole get up, but they showed Sammy walking from way backstage, and as he kept going, then he ran into Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gave him a big hug and said, go out there and do work. And he did. And throughout this whole matchup, there was no interference from Gunther's squad. They didn't come out at all. Gunther was beating the snot out of Sami Zayn. He was tearing him up, beating the brakes off him, tearing him up limb from limb. And the crowd, let me tell you something, man. Philly, for the most part, man, I don't know why, but they felt like they was asleep. They made some noise. They did. They definitely made noise, especially when Sammy got the job done. But they were sleeping. And I'm like, you got 72,000 strong. Make some freaking noise, man. I don't get it. You at a wrestling show and you got I don't understand. It don't make no sense to me. Make some freaking noise. But Sammy was getting jumped, but then he played the underdog role. Came back, fight back. Gunther still got the upper hand. Still body slamming him, suplexing him. doing his famous move on him. I mean, about to make him submit, about to pass out. Sami Zayn did a couple of hula kicks, took that man out, and the Gunther reign has come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Zayn is your new international champion. For me, the match started extra slow, but it picked up, and we got the finale that a lot of people wanted. I told you, I would have preferred Chad Gable be in that position, but Sami Zayn got the job done 2 years running. Sami Zayn has won gold at WrestleMania 2 years running. Salute to that. And throughout the whole match, his wife was sitting ringside, so Gunther was actually talking junk to her, talking about your husband's not going to win anything. He's not going to win nothing. And they was playing up to that. Like I said, that was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, like I said, outside of that, decent matchup. Like I said, it wasn't my match of the night. I know a lot of people say this was their match of the night, but it wasn't mine. Now, the matchup that we all been waiting on. Rock has been doing a lot of talking. More than likely, you can say Rock was one of the single-handedly biggest reasons as to why people gave a crap about this dog on WrestleMania. Because it was going downhill. It was like, man, let me tell you something. The video package that they gave for this, man, you can sense the tension from the slap to all the press conference in Vegas to everything. I was like, man, they cooking. The E is cooking right now, man. The video package is fantastic. I'm telling you, I give them props. When they do good, I give them props. Each of the company was doing props with these doggone video packages. So Cody comes out first. Homelander is what you want to call him. He come out. And then here comes Seth Rollins with the most goofiest looking coat I've ever seen. I'm like, what is this clown wearing? This is why The Rock called him a circus clown. A joke. Dude is a joke through and through, man. I'm telling you. Then, the final boss. The final boss made his entrance. With all the electricity and all that, then the flames that came out there with a doggone championship. I say, Rock is back, ladies and gentlemen. The man is back. The major reason why a whole bunch of us goofs is sitting up here watching this crap. I'm telling you, came out there. They looking at him. He got his own championship. I said, wait, hold on. Rock ain't no champion. I said, what's this about? He got his, because he actually introduced that championship last night at the doggone Hall of Fame show. Speaking of the Hall of Fame, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I seen parts of this of just about everybody's speech. I saw all the Paul Heyman situation. Salute to Paul Heyman. Salute to him. Salute to everybody that went in, the entire class. Roman comes out there, and all of them are in the ring, and they standing there, crowd going nuts. People are tuning in. They trying to see what they get ready to do, and we get it on. They make up their mind who gonna start the match. Obviously, Roman and Seth, they kick the match off. So they go out there, they do what they had to do. Cody and Rock is chilling. Then Seth go and get Cody to come in, and then Roman going to go get Rock to come in. So then they get in there. Then they jump out. So now everybody wants to see how good is Rock still in the ring. I'm going to let y'all know. The match started off slow for a very reason. Because Rock ain't been doing this for what? 8? He ain't done this for a long time. That man picked it up as if he was wrestling like how he used to wrestle back in the day. Sure, he was a little bit slower than what he used to be. But man, the stuff that he was doing with them, the beat downs that was going on, they beat the snot, the selling that man was doing. I mean, I enjoyed it. I've seen people online talk about they was bored, this, all that. I said, man, that's because all y'all know is flips and dives. That's all y'all know. Y'all know grapples, flips, and dives, and spot monkey crap. That's all y'all know. It's more, wrestling is more than just spot monkey crap. I'm just calling it what it is. It's more to it. It's the story that's being told. It's the psychology that's being told. It's everything that's going on in the whole matchup. And you know Rock know how to do that. You know Roman know how to do that. You know how Cody knows how to do it. You know Seth know how to do that. And man, let me tell you something. Did you know all the fans who said that Rock was going to get booed out the arena? Rock, only reason he was getting booed was when he was doing the little stuff to Cody. But did you know Cody and Seth were getting more boos than Rock and Roman? I remember people telling me that The Rock was going to get booed if it was Rock and Roman. Guess what? That stuff went out the door. That went out the door. They was booing the mess out of Cody and Seth, especially when The Rock was getting ready to do the people's elbow. Oh my goodness. Why did Cody stop that? Them fans said, no. So they went outside the ring. They went into the doggone fans. Rock pulled off that belt, talk about Mama Rose. This is your son's blood on him. I mean, just all the goofy stuff. Let me tell you something. Spot when they went up in there and Roman was finna do his Samoan spike or his Samoan spear or whatever. He accidentally speared The Rock. That crowd went nuts. I was like, oh snap. I was like, man. So they made you really think that Rock and Roman was going to lose. So then Cody and Seth did the doggone pedigree on both of them. And I was like, oh no. I said, I don't think they're going to win. Nope. They kicked out. So Roman gets the doggone spear because and by the way, Seth's knee is all completely messed up. So now guess what? You know what's going to happen tomorrow night on night 2 in the beginning. That match ain't even going to be a match, ladies and gentlemen. Seth's so beat up, I'm telling you. He going to walk in there. Look, the entrances are going to be longer than the match itself. Because he going to limp out there. He going to be a beaten man. And all Drew got to do is one Claymore kick. The match is over. I'm just trying to tell you that's what's going to happen. Seth is done. Got speared through the doggone barricade. So he's knocked out. You see Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Pat McAfee were acting a complete fool all night long. Now let me tell you something. I'm not a fan of the 3-man booth, but the one thing I can give WWE props, they made it work because didn't nobody talk over each other. Yes, they talked over each other, but not in the way of how other cats be talking over each other where you can't really understand exactly what they're saying. They actually said what they had to say when they had to say it. Pat McAfee was saying what he had to say. Corey Graves said what he had to say, and then the lead man himself, Michael Cole, was saying what he needed to say when it needed to be said. And Roman did after he took out doggone Seth Rollins, did the doggone spear on Cody. Now Cody got a couple of cold mine. I forgot his move. You know the name of his move. He did a couple of those on Roman. That didn't work. And then Rock talking crap to the ref. I mean, just talking all kind of look, Rock was talking so much trash, it didn't make no sense. Got up in there. Everybody wanted to see him do that doggone elbow, people's elbow. Rock bottom. Roman tagged him in. Got in there. He did it. Fans went completely ape. Did the rock bottom. 1, 2, 3. Rock and Roman survive. They win. Bloodline rules will be at stake in the main event tomorrow night on WrestleMania Night 2, WrestleMania 40. And the finish, I thought was flawless. I thought they did a great job telling the story. And then they showed the aftermath. Cody looked exactly like how he looked after WrestleMania 39, where he had that goofy man look on his face. And then they showed Seth looking like a completely beaten man, done for. Rock and Roman went in there, did work, did what they had to do. Rock looked flawless. I'm telling you, yes, he looked a little bit slower than what he was, but that's because you already know. But he still got it. He still got it, and I'm glad I saw it. I'm absolutely glad I saw it. I'm glad they actually did save it for WrestleMania, because I thought they was going to do it when they was at the Elimination Chamber. They said, no, we're going to save this for WrestleMania. So everybody just worked double. That's the name of the game. And you know what? Use the 2-night situation to your advantage. Use it to your advantage, and that's exactly what they did. Now, the to be continued factor happened at freaking WrestleMania on night 1. Now you're looking forward to what's going to happen on night 2. Y'all already know what's going to happen on night 2. I ain't even got to tell you what's going to happen on night 2. You just got to tune in and watch what's going to happen, because I'm telling you right now, majority of the heels are going over on night 2. I'm just telling you right now. All the baby faces won tonight. Most of the heels are going to win tomorrow night. Pencil that stuff in, because it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down. It's going down. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my solid review for both Stand and Deliver and WrestleMania 40 Night 1. I gave Stand and Deliver 8 out of 10. So since this is WrestleMania, this is part 1, I won't be giving a 7. I won't be giving a 1 out of 10 grade. I'll be giving a 1 out of 5 for both nights, and then I add it all together. So what I walked away from, I thought tonight was a solid 3 out of 5. That's just me. A solid 3 out of 5. Now we'll be coming back tomorrow, and I'll see exactly what I thought about WrestleMania Night 2. But y'all already know what to do. Hit the comment section up. You tell me exactly what you thought about WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania 40. What do you feel? Give me all your answers, whatever. Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. And we will talk tomorrow. This is your main man, Caseyville, King Silver Life Wrestling Takes. I'm out. Holla at your boy.